What's going on, you guys? It's Goldie's and today, okay, he wants to say hi to you all. Say hi, Maria. Say hi, Maria. Say hi, Maria. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. King wants to say hi to you guys today. But so today I have a very, very important topic to talk to you guys about. Basically, I want to talk to you guys a lot. This focus is definitely going to be about energy vamps, and what you could do to protect your energy, and just like the wicked things that people do associated with drugs and things of that nature. I have a little story time for you guys too. So trust, yeah, I got a little story time for you guys. But yeah, one situation in particular I remember. I was at this person's house, and they was all like partying, as they say, smoking meth. And I was like in one room, and there was like other people in another room. And the guy who house we were all at, he was out of town, so like we all was just staying at his house. I was in his room, and the other people was in the other room, whatever. So I had this feeling, like, in my intuition, that these people, for some reason, like, these people was like plotting on me for some odd reason. Like, I heard them whispering, and I seen like these other girls like walking back and forth, like from the room that I was in, just whispering and acting weird and stuff like that. And my intuition was telling me, like, okay, they're talking about me. Like, they're clearly talking about me. They're clearly plotting or something. But then a part of me was just thinking, like, okay, maybe, it's always that little voice that tries to like go against your intuition, to be like, okay, well, they can't be plotting on me, like they can't be whatever. So I'm like, maybe they just like, whatever. So one of their friends ends up coming in the room that I was in, and he's like, oh, go these are here, I got this shit for us to smoke. I want you to smoke this specific one. Like, girl, I got this, whatever. So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh, well, such and such, I'm not going to say the person's name, but the dude house that we were all at, I'm like, well, he has a lot of stuff for us to smoke. Like, I have a lot of stuff in my bong and everything. Like, I don't need, what you got or whatever, because we already have enough drugs. He persisted and looked at me and was just saying, oh, no, I want you to smoke this specific one. Like, smoke this piece of rock specifically. And as I'm looking into his eyes, I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, something about this doesn't seem right. Like, why he wants me to smoke this specific piece of, meth that he has in his hand, rather than, I'm good on drugs. Like, whatever. Like, there's a lot filled in this bong, So my intuition just told me not to smoke it. I'm like, okay, so, because I started like my intuition started talking to me again, and I started getting that like nudge again and shit. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, let me just tell him no. And for that moment on, when I just told him, I was like, no, it's okay, because I felt like genuinely, no matter what I was trying to tell him, like, I have enough drugs and stuff like that, he wanted me to smoke that specific one. I felt like he was trying to set me up, and I felt like the people who was in the next room, they all was in on what he was trying to do. So moral of the story is I ended up saying no. So he ends up going back in the room with the other people. There's like 2 girls, and there's like a guy in the other room, and I'm in a room by myself, so I hear them whispering, because my door is like cracked. It's not closed, it's like cracked. And I hear them whispering, oh, what this, yeah, it's not gonna affect us like how it's gonna affect her, and da-da-da-da, like plotting and scheming and stuff. And I'm like, oh, shit, so I wasn't wrong about how I was feeling. My intuition was right. So something in me just told me, like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my stuff and I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like at that moment they all was in on it. They all was trying to, like, on a spiritual level, like trying to do something to, like, or whatever the case may be. But no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. And I'm just here to tell you guys, there's a lot of evil and wicked things that are associated with drugs, with certain drugs, crystal meth to be exact. Like, that moment on, I just know, after that situation or whatever, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, like, why is like, what, it's really a lot of evil ass people in this world that's associated with that drug. You feel me? Like, and there's energy vamps. There's people out here that literally will rely on a drug to get people high, to get you high, and then try to pick arguments with you. Or I know you guys have like ran into them aggressive type of people that would get high. You know, you got your different type of people when you get high. You got the person that gets high and want to fuck, don't know nothing else but want to fuck. You got the person that gets high that wants to argue, the aggressive high person. You got the person that wants to be sad. You got the person that wants to act like they're losing something. And you got all these different personalities. But one thing I noticed, there's a lot of evil and wicked shit in this fucking world. And there's a lot of people that use drugs to try to cipher your energy, or to try to cipher, which comes with, there's a lot of energy vamps out here, and what they'll try to do is cipher your energy. If they get sexual with you and you guys are sexual, they would try to like legit cipher your energy, like legit, like as you're having sex with them or being sexual with them, they're trying to cipher your energy, because energy is a real thing. And I know that this is something that doesn't really get talked about, but I don't fear none of that. I'm blessed by the blood of Jesus. So this word needs to get out. At the end of the day, what I like to do, if I ever feel like somebody's draining my energy, because there's certain experiences that I've been in when, you know, sorry, my phone just had a low battery. There's certain experiences that I've been in when, like, you know, we finish cutting up, as you call it, you know, and I would just be feeling drained, like, you know, the person would be feeling like fine, and even sometimes they'll even say little things like, oh, thank you, you don't know what you just did, but thank you. And it took me a while to catch on what they was referring to, but some of them would just say it like, oh, you know, you gave me energy. And although we can't see energy, some people, you know, we can't see energy. Energy is a real thing. So if you ever feel like somebody's draining your energy, or like, you know, trying to get you high to the point that you're like, you know, very sexual, or just try to get you high to a point that they could try to like, you know, try to manipulate you, stop that shit. What you do is you call your energy back. I spiritually call all my energy back. Once you say that and call your energy back, they will literally say something like, oh, well, it never went anywhere to begin with, like say some bullshit like that. They would literally say some bullshit like that, and you will see how, if they say that, you will see how they start to flip out. Like they'll start to like try to pick arguments with you, or you just see it all in their face. They'll just get so mad that you called your energy back, that they don't have that energy that they was trying to steal from you. You'll see it all in their face. It's all in the face, and it's all in the eyes. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know, like, it's a cruel, we all know it's a cruel world out here and shit. Like, there's a lot of wicked people out here, you feel me? And there's a lot of wicked things and people associated, and cults and shit associated with meth and with drugs, with, you know, especially, I'm in New York, so especially here in New York, you know, that's why you always gotta guard yourself, shield your energy. Don't trust, especially when it comes to partying and playing, none of these people that party and play with you are your fucking friends. When I used to do that drug, I used to feel like certain people was my friends and stuff, but no, none of them are your fucking friends. That's just how it is. None of them are your fucking friends. 9 times out of 10, they're being sent to try to fuck with you, or they're being sent to try to, especially the homeless meth heads. Like, I'm sure we all ran into the homeless meth heads, you know, the meth heads that's like, you know, you get these certain type of people that they claim they're so homeless, and that, you know, they'll try to buy you gifts, or they'll try to do whatever to like stay with you and stuff like that. Whole time, put 2 and 2 together, they're not really as homeless or as bad as they say they are. It's all just manipulation, you know. But I tend to definitely try to stay away from them homeless party heads, as I like to call them homeless people that like to party and do drugs and stuff like that, because those are the evilest motherfuckers, honestly, because you just never know. It's more than meets the eye. And yeah, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I hope this resonates with some of you. And you gotta really know who you're doing drugs around. You gotta really know, because it's more than meets the eye. Energy is a real thing, and there's a lot of evil, wicked things out here in this world, and evil cults in this world. So you gotta shield yourself and guard yourself. Amen.